Debate moderator absolutely demolishes Boebert over groping incident. Did you apologize for lying to voters? Rep. Boebert, RCO, found herself under a fierce grilling during a recent GOP primary debate in Colorado. Local 9 News anchor Kyle Clark pulled no punches when asking Boebert about her being kicked out of a Denver theater for being disruptive. Security cameras from the theater later showed Boebert and her date groping one another during the show in September of 2023. That was about the softest reference that he could have made. But you want to talk about the theater thing. Clark said at one point during the Friday debate for Colorado's 4th congressional district. Sure. So Kyle, I certainly have owned out. I owned up to my night out in Denver. And I've gone on that public apology tour, and I'm grateful for the mercy and grace that has been shown. But I'm not going to continue to live life in shame and be beat up by this. And I would like to go back to my legislative record. Boebert replied as Clark cut in. We're not going to do that. You have plenty of time to answer the question. You chose not to, that's fine. And you have apologized for the theater incident, Clark noted. I certainly have, Boebert interjected. And I just want to make sure. Did you apologize for the behavior that went on with you and your date? Clark added as Boebert spoke over him. Pardon me, Clark said, regaining control and adding, or did you apologize for lying to voters about what you did that night and the disrespect that you showed to service workers that night? What specifically were you apologizing about? Boebert replied, I don't believe there was disrespect. There were things that were absolutely taken out of context. There's video of your interactions with service workers. I'm asking. Are you apologizing for the lying to voters or the business in the theater? Clark hit back, referring to security footage showing the conservative Republican dressing down theater employees as they kicked her out. So I think it's been very mischaracterized. I'm apologizing for you, Kyle Clark, getting footage and releasing that, and people seeing this in a very private moment. Boebert replied, taking a jab at Clark. Certainly it was very important to figure out whether you were telling the truth or whether a public agency was lying about your conduct, replied Clark, explaining why the news media aired footage of Boebert's behavior at the theater, which she initially denied. The GOP held another debate on Saturday that Boebert chose to skip. Boebert has been endorsed by former President Donald Trump after switching congressional districts this year following a razor-thin re-election victory in Colorado's 3rd district in 2022.